What's going on, y'all? Sounds here with another beat making tip video. In this video, I basically want to show y'all how to build music around any sample or any original beat that you make using a method that I made a video about maybe 2 years ago. And that was the video where I showed how to play the piano without piano lessons. I didn't actually build a beat in that video, but in this one I'm gonna build a beat using that method around a sample that I have. I call it, actually I gave it a name, I call it the Do Re Mi piano playing system. Where I actually took Do Re Mi Fa Sol La Ti Do, which is something you learn in music class. Every music teacher will probably teach you that. And I taught you how to play any song or any melody. You can find, you can make yourself look like a real professional piano player just by using this method. But what I want to do here is use that method to build music around a track. But what I did was I took a sample, a piano sample, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to build around that piano sample. Got a piano sample here. These piano sounds. Alright, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to use those 4 notes, and I'm going to actually start that. I'm going to make a melody out of those samples. Alright, now if you saw that video, you know that every 3 keys after the 3rd key, on the 4th key is always a half step. And that is, when you play Do, Re, Mi, Fa, Sol, La, Ti, Do, it's going to go. Now, those are all full steps because there's a key in between each one. There's a key in between that one. There's a key in between those 2 right there. That's the next one. That means that key, you don't play that one. But then the half step is always the 4th note. And then you do it again. Alright, so you go. Now that's the scale that piano was on. I found that because what I did was I found the 2 half steps that match those keys. And that's what you have to do. And that will be. So that half step right there matches that key, and so does this one. Alright? So if you find those and they sound good with whatever melody you're playing, you know that that's the key that it's in. So you just have to start whatever key it starts with. You have to find it. And what you do is when you get the half step is you just go backwards. When you get that half step, you go back 3. You know what I'm saying? Using 3 full steps backwards. And that's how you'll find the Do, Re, Mi, Fa, Sol, La, Ti, Do, and find the key for whatever sample or whatever melody you're playing. Even if you want to remake somebody's song, you can do the same thing and play whatever you want to it. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a lead to that, and we're going to start that beat off like that. Alright, let's do that. I'm going to start up here. You can play any key you want and it should sound pretty good with it. So I'm going to start up here on this key. Hold on. Alright, now let's go. Here we go. That sounded pretty good right there. And if you notice, I stayed right in the same keys, that same pattern of keys. All I did was play this one, and that's all part of that Do, Re, Mi, Fa, Sol, La, Ti, Do sequence. I didn't play any other keys outside of that sequence. I just played a few of them. I didn't have to play all of them. Alright, now when I got this guitar sound, I'm going to use this. It's like a blues guitar type of sound. So now that we got our guitar, let me add that in there, see how that sounds. want to add like a bass line, but I'm gonna use like a digital bass line. I'm gonna use another lead, but I'm gonna use it as a bass. That kind of sounds good with it. So I'm gonna go in the same keys like I did before, but I'm actually just gonna go lower on the keyboard. So I'm using the same keys. You can do it down here. Same thing. So I'm just gonna stay within that same set of keys, but on the lower part of the keyboard. Alright, so now here's the easy part, dropping drums. I'm gonna just drop some quick percussion sounds. Here we go. I'm gonna use a cymbal. I like the way that sounds in there. So let's use that, throw that on there. Now let's drop a kick on there. I like that kick right there. Here we go. A nice little tight snare that goes pretty good with that kick. I'm gonna throw that on there and drop that, see how it sounds. Here we go. Alright, now I'm going to drop a closed hi-hat in there, just a simple hi-hat. Just to kind of touch it up a bit. Here we go. I think the last sound I'm gonna just add some chimes in there, just to give it some like crystal clearness here. I like that right there. All right, I'm gonna throw that in there real quick. But yeah, man, that's pretty good right there, man. But that's basically how you build a beat using that method. I mean, the drum part of it is just whatever you want it to be, of course, you know. But as far as the keys go and everything, using that method, that'll basically help you build music around any type of melody that you want. You could use a simple melody and use that. Once you find the keys and find that do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do on there, you could basically build a beat around anything, any melody. You can add music to any song, whether it be industry, whether it be something that you have made yourself. I'll put a link to the video that I made talking about that too underneath this too, so you can check it out if you want to see more detail on it. But this is the beat I made around it. I'll also post this beat on SoundCloud if you want to listen to it. And you can check it out up there. Also check me on Facebook too. I'm up there also if you want to go up there and like the page. But that's it, man. That's Sound signing off. That's me. And I'll see you on the next video.